Trump decries communism, says it turns to death, destruction, squalor. Speaking to reporters in the Oval Office on June 3, President Donald Trump decried communism, saying that the ideology leads to death, destruction, and squalor. Trump said that the free houses, free food, and free everything offered by communist ideas eventually ends, and it leads to death, destruction, and squalor 100% of the time. Trump was responding to a question from NTD, a sister outlet of the Epoch Times, related to a post he made on Truth Social the same day discussing communist ideology. Communists always do well with the voters, or as they would say, the people in the early years, but in the end, the country, state, or city goes to hell, Trump wrote in that post. Great violence proceeds at levels never seen before, and the entity dissolves into poverty, squalor, and crime. Remember, breathtaking popularity first, and then guaranteed death and destruction. The comments came as the Eastern Hemisphere entered June 4th, the anniversary of the Chinese Communist Party's brutal massacre of thousands of peaceful pro-democracy demonstrators in Tiananmen Square on June 4, 1989. Communism is an ideology and system that has directly caused the deaths of an estimated 100 million people worldwide, although some estimates indicate as many as 200 million. Today, the 5 communist regimes that still exist in China, North Korea, Vietnam, Cuba, and Laos are among the world's worst violators of human rights. The president told reporters that his Truth Social post was inspired by his concerns about policies and candidates in places such as New York City and California. The president specifically referenced New York City Mayor Zoran Mamdani, who openly ran his 2025 campaign as a self-described democratic socialist. Mamdani has drawn national reactions since his surprise victory over former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo and Republican Curtis Sliwa. Democratic socialism describes an economic system under which the government provides certain key services, such as education and healthcare, through the use of a progressive taxation system. Critics have warned that such ideas work while the populace is wealthy, but that they eventually fail and lead to communist systems. Before his election, Trump had been openly critical of Mamdani. The two said they had a strong working relationship since they first met in person in November 2025. Trump has expressed personal admiration for Mamdani while maintaining his opposition to the New York City Democrats' politics, a tone he took again in his remarks on June 3. "I watched New York, and I liked him very much," Trump said. "He stood right here, and he's been in the office a couple of times," he said, referencing Mamdani's November 2025 visit and a second visit in February this year. Trump then said his ideological disagreements with Mamdani remain intact. "He's a smart guy. I don't understand why he thinks it's okay for all these companies that pay hundreds of millions of dollars in taxes a year to leave," Trump said. "You're not going to have any tax base, and you're going to end up in hunger and squalor and death and destruction." Trump was referencing warnings from chambers of business and other groups that the major companies and ultra-wealthy could begin to leave New York City as Mamdani moves to institute higher taxes on top earners in the city. Trump said that although it is harder to make the case for free enterprise, that system is the foundation of the United States' success and global leadership. "Free enterprise is tougher to sell, but that's what's made our country great, and that's why it's great again now," the president said from the Oval Office.